All right, a brighter and a sunny day. We nyame dia che na de hwe part of Nkran Bonten so a metro ne ka se e free enne kwa akosi request ada anka nso ne begugu a but na de ase o de ache kakra ewiem dumu a na ewiem asate enti na de yenya ye ho kae no yegusu a boaboa ye ho ne ma clinic fie enom ne ade enti ba se o mo me nda ye ho so say if you actually kono bibia betumi as we only pray that a man akesiem everyone in Kitroma we can just drive through and because traffic situations are a workroom that is serious, very very serious. If I'm coming from my area to Accra, air time 6-7 hours. The plan you 45 minutes in the banner. Yeah, the 6-7 hours. They said you cook mercy and you cry last Monday there. And kofobi kakrum. Omo bakai, omo konso kai. Na ye dangerous. If you could do kaswa 2 a.m., if you could do 11 a.m., if you can some of kokra moshi. Any idea, but we thank God they said Enema day you bet me kuku fie ntem. What's now your holiday? So most of us will be in their houses and homes and try say so the toss the crana. You bet me I cry your home. All right, on the brighter side of life and Chibia the birthday dedication but then you better come on here share your poem ding said he is sit here. Na yahwe na no ne na no achi ne din komohwe ya pomuden edipa bebre e kire se apomuden bia na me de ba no so etime boa etene so ye behwe wa win the opportunity to have the teachings of ya pomuden segment no ene bomodia tweben wa fidie ni yewraba one ye beche enkomo a ye betimi adi efa ubia ni wa ya wo na bewi ase amempa so se bita frache ye ka chense we de ye wo no yare fever ye wo no yare diabetes ye wo no ye ba be fa no wa hase enu ntinu Yankopon so edi nimdie papa de ama wo na wo nimdie betimi asua no so aso de ama ye ye ni abeka sa kwaba
ye just
da pomu ti say
Yankopon adon na onse
aso ye te say
Yankopon adon aso boko
de nyame ase
ye boko ba some of Gilead Eba Hospital
yes
Ghana session ahwefo ye say yame show bibia
ami
mo amutu ana mo ba ya so ina no munim say mo ba ya ne ye ka kire mo no sa no me hu no pepepe
sa
esan say maka kire say Dr. Michael Nyako aye adwuma we over 32 years enti so ka say obetu yare ase a enye nkontompo ehentro
obeyefu
nimdie no sabi ewo ho ana Onyankopon basayi adam so ne tumi na ho oden so ate akire enti ubedu nko ade wa yare sa no apomoden die wo sabeka Dr. Michael Nyako say wo chia obi bia ahwefo ne adofo ina no wo chia obi bia
ya jene so all right okay and I am fire ni ehwe hefa ana yebetimi enya yapomuden
senior enne doctor say memma ahwefo nti ase say go say so ye ba ye fladi ye epia obi edne kopem ba bi ma ne dompe ho aka ne nan anase ne mfe anane mu baabi ebu wa ne ti baabi kra akọbọ baabi ebu wa kra nso na mpia no anase nso na me ka say pia na ne bia efa no
yes efa no
rescue team no
etimi yi na bibi edua bi akọcho kwa na nso na nkasa kwa na eba gigiriza no etimi ma onya effect
yes enye easy wo hu ena bi wo ho nso a ebi opagya na ade bi akọde ko beba pressure nti wa fancy yi ne kon ye kon high su dompe wa ha I said don't pay waha. A day but ama wumu eya ana wo nan ebi wo kra na wonya accident da. Wa call your treat to but still what ya wo with nan don't pay mu. Doctor say bra and na me no ka say bra. Andra nipa mu fi amasaman ba ye enne Yankopon ada Roma ono anka say di adanse. Ami enne me no ka say di enti a doctor tumi ama no. Wona wo monamu ebubu ye omonamu nya hawa mo bedu doctor ahye ye enne di am no ka say Andra ne enne bebre na de serie ene ekofi enti no sabe se wonan mpo ebia na nya nsuo ne kofa ba ye but ebia wonya accident bi ana wonya accident bi da wo don penimu aka se ye wonsa se ye wonan se ye wo mu wahu anya accident da na so wonya se memu ye wo ya bi kura na bi asebia ye operation ma meka no operation na
ya omuchase ye
yentiase ye watiase ye operation but emu ye wo ya wontumi kura ntia so wotiase so woti se emu hwew anase emu wo eno na ba some of Gilead Eba Hospital say fabra ne hwema brane ntu sa eya wo na se fi wudo mpenimu fm na ho ntom ebia me no ka se wo pentema kofa wa age bi anase wo gina stock an wo to age wo kọ ena wo hwe Ghana sesen je doctor penny number na frɛ doctor Cecia 0249
0249
48
48
73
73
82
82
0249
0249
48
48
73
73
82
82
ebia na odompe ho aka to anamo na bra Bastard of Gilead Aba Hospital ye ba chi enan no ama wogina wo nan so biem ebe okra wo ko baabi me achi nan ne ma ba sabi ewie ya no wo nan sabi achia kakra anasa eya wo no still enkoye senya wo pɛ no pain wom
yeah
ebi wa ne yekuro na wo mu to anamo na bra ya hye ye na yentu saa ya wo nase emma no so gina wo nan so esan se wantumi ankwa amba abusua bebu ya da
yes
wantumi ankwa amba adofo bedu bebe beda na atamfo because ebe buru omo so eno na yese fabra ne ndie ye dunsinya yehye abrefo
yeah
ye kwanche dunsinya yehye abrefo entifa wo hawo ne bra na yentu saa ya wo nase emma na wonso tu anamo na ko anamo so se maame anase papa no ko ye adwuma na fisika bra na fa behwe abusia fa behwe mma fa behwe kunu na fa behwe yire wo fie yare ya senior se wonyare da
we be find say
wonyare da endra man bia me ni sha yo see last 2 weeks not the hospital spend almost 15,000 oh yare ho and so still crying no
ntimi nyina
na some say ade na wo baba so give ya the bar hospital because wo ba sa 15,000 won spend won your but apomodin pa edimu no so no won sabeka obi won so ade dey stroke sebe amana no achia stroke ama sebe ne sajojo ne nan otumi nya hwe yesi enfant na se because ba samde yanya di potokasa bia ye kan na se bronu wakasa mi wakasa se ye di potent herbal medicine
ye adwuma
potent herbal medicine ye adwuma eno kire se aduro no ye to ye bu ase ye hwehwemu ene didi dwuma nti se ye kase aduro we ne ye stroke aduro na betu ase a ye nim ye nti a ye ka nkosi ahwehwemu ama ye hunu se e betumi atu stroke ase enti na stroke patients e ba ye ho ina sabe se wanu achia won sana adwodo anasa wo fa na achi anasa wo nan kura na wo be free ya hye be kono na wo de anigye
ene kofi
ene de kofie adenti na wo betena ase na wo tuara mo mra Bastard of Gilead Aba Hospital Dr. Michael Nyako say Francis here e was 0249
0249
48
48
73
73
82 0249 48 73 82 for Dr. Penny says here tuara mo na bra ya hye ye yanko ana wo ba ye necessary no motia ye de serie ni de hia wo kwan sebe sawoda woda fom keja akura wontumi sori a wo de bra nyanya ka cho se herbal hospital it is a ko ba ne se ye ma ba bi ndampo a ye ma ba bi ada ye herbal hospital o enti se onipa no wa chichichi na wadwenye se o me baba asam e wada kuma police station ya
yes
ebia na me ba na masam achi ene
se no opposite me ba
opposite pepe
go wa hia nipa ko wura police station wa ko tadro no
no go ba wura hospital e be ka to se basam weni basam eni titu anamo na bra ebia ni pradwen se mi fi kumase mi fi tamale mi fi kaso mi fi hana me bada akuma traffic situation fe na made ne pay tra ka mu aba masan so stress it na ko fie dabi so hwe na condition te sa ye wo ba bia be ma wada ni ya treat na ho ato wi a nyame adom na okofie ni na eye Bastard of Gilead Aba Hospital Dr. Michael Nyako o se for yare ne bra o se na a senior ka se obi amefa malaria wa ha typhoid wa ha one farm ye wo no nka wa ha no kre ba ye ne tia ya na ye nka typhoid asem ka malaria asem ne se eno no na ye kokokura
de mre kra
malaria na se typhoid oh eya dekitu bi esan se ya bibiduro na ya keka bomu no ye de mawo na wo no mu a se wo ho antowo a na fenye free nanso Yehowa da romanti wo ba nya wo mu bia no ebeko ama ho ato fa yare ni na abra be ma wo pa wo oba wo pa wo fa ni na abra be hye ye ye se fa bra se wo moja na akoso na se moja muso a ye kai de bia ye ka hypertension enye se moja no na abro so ama sabi epe ba bia fru moja oni pedua magu fomu da bi na mum da durbe na moja no famu no eye adwuma no musisi na moja no ntumi nkwa na akoma no bobro so a afi wan hwe ye dakro ube udamo na akoma no agya ye adwuma ye ube hu an se o na onyare o na wo yare but go and pay attention eno na ma na kofa ne saade aba wo se manu moja mo so aduro saa enko doctor afi de ma bre de be kumi enkumi sabe yempese afi moja mo so de obi abekọ ne krachi tuware mo na bra Bastard of Gilead Aba Hospital be shia Dr. Michael Nyako e de na tete wo Sa hypertension no ye be money na akofom kura the amount wo so na sichire akoso sugar esa so ba fom so bebre so a
enye problem
enti aden na wo mba ne regulate ni na ma na won come to normal enamre ne ho madasani emre ne ho because we betwa hu sesi a na ade asa responsibilities so toso enti so ma yare so be ka wo to ho so dia enya na asam no asa wachi asem tutu armo na bra na baji wa yaresa baji wa pomodin pa e wo ba some of Gilead Aba Hospital for Dr. Michael Nyako sesi a e wo 0249 487382 0249 catch yourself what in nkan e wo home based TV and na wie e wo Ghana Se Sen program so wini fako na wo kwa doctor besere ache mama wa pobi mama wa pobi fako say what wo Ghana Se Sen twumedie so home based TV fako mama wa pobi minimenti America sa wunya akohu doctor na wo kasa pe obesere osere pa say wate nkomo na say obehwe no am special treatment no make sure say bibi odbe mo bia ne bo ofo mboko na wo so tumi akọ no nya pomodin pa e dia behwe abusia na wo dia bobra no so agina wo nan so sisi yare e teteo sciatica wo tun ase twetwon entinase wo tinase agedien to one more nebra Basam of Gilead Aba Hospital yare bia tete wo bia no e ka se ma mo yare di esas yare ne doso
de yan so be fafo wa friend
ne yan so be ka wasem when you to one crabra ya share e wo Dakuma opposite the Dakuma police station Dakuma division police station opposite wo Basam of Gilead e ho an ye wo friend 0249 487382 0249 487382 hwe wadidie mu yie hwe wadidie mu yie ni na so ebeboa ama pomodin no SCP esita bra nya due ya pono ye na wasese onyambre
ami ye bedase bedi nkomo wa chire ho sa de tie enti ebraso se ye ni panifo bedi nkomo bagbe ati on the brighter side of life ye celebrating ye by na on bright happy birthday and from Koma Sister Janet Agama ye nua bia Agama awedwum ha na nina bia no. So my prayer to you is God Almighty should protect you and give you long life with good health, more happiness, your heart desire, and it be from Beauty Agama and Koma Janet Agama. Happy birthday, sweet one. Sanity. Government increases feeding fee for special needs students from 8 cities to 15 cities effective immediately. The print one out. One wake kakra di dem kakra no Ghana ban say nka no na nka emo feeding fee 8 cedi. They say or they quote 15 cedi. That's great news. Afi yending come on for flooding. What can we do differently? Because way back since 1960 and you are facing challenges we are busy and ne. Now come on and then namum from momu chrese and now no sika bi a World Bank de ma Ghana si emfanya adwuma no. One a patch World Bank for Nankasa Babontin Abekase. Sikana woman de Mayan. Ghana, yen you see me now. I may be that so die coffers. I'm moment the Sombo at the board of finance minister Kisala to force. Said we've refused to release the money since 2025. Now Ghana for be said June 3rd and June 9, 2025, BBC. So all these monies were there. A month for started bonus some boss say the presidential ambition and all protected. See because of the finance minister and money at the she can be so release be released. But I to force he released 350 million Ghana cedis.
President Mahama have directed him.
So on release 350 million.
Yes.
And we release 350 million. Into China, I mean, who say, may come as a mama no say, at to forcing, I release 350 million. I bring you a John Dramani Mahama, a car said, on check 300 million, and for my relief fund, no, or the 350 million at their tomb into prim, ya tabiati them there, but the air China said, see, making sure said, ne father ban and a cobaye and a said, Omubitimi, aye ma etimidia ye adwuma ana ye hwese bibia betimi akoyi ade ama o man Ghana na saatu ntwem we de ano ohye papa death toll no kwa na ekoso enrows and rich near see 15 but say yan tie say eda so e rise alajo ho baby you see rescue team boy bako ekoyi obi edin about wuche car mu a oyi na pia ba no catch na do for some money 3,000 Ghana cedis and sign of the body naba ntomo to but a sack bi no de fan body ni de man no and we body na tum no de ato car no so no gina car no so no demand 3,000 e di free that move for no gina so no so man first car na ba body ni ba yes this one that's one it abranti will demand 3,000 say omo fama no body no so na down and sign of the body no e de aba it Gideon manenda so ade enhwe time a omo ye negotiation ni wie ya afi de finally ene e kwan omo fa so omo de abranti no epi abontin ahoba ada for omo toma no no so mu ana ono so anybody ne feature any free got anum and the buy these are some of the interesting times ewo ehonom nti sana esitie nti prepare that is it nti ebedi sankobo no ewa ha na ada enkomo a edapono so ewo oman Ghana so yahwe na yedi atudwa isanse nsemo a ekoso ewo yekuro yimu no yiaka yedi inflation ana pay say apeja ni mu kakra at the 3.5 to 5 point something and also I got 5 points. I got 5 points. I'm say nuane bo near there apeja no and that transportation and so akosoro into ama apeja no kakra inflation from 3.7 to 5.3%. Afei world market price a drop here no yenya ehunsun sanso wo my Ghana ti pimpin world market price drop here this is fuel pump stations and also a drop your money no kakra it also aba from we were talking about that and ye busa say world market price at the bia eko na ba eko na ba no yen so mine na ye refine ye oil water no money ade no what can we do differently between me aka say ampa yen so ye wo oil de enya homfa so and as still ya this is sort of na come ho ansa na yetimi to be Evans about the comments about the comments I didn't be this uncle Evans akwaba
ina me yo so
na point to say
nyame adom
de nyame ase party much saying Pandra, Thanksgiving service also, and Ghanaians, some of Ghanaians are talking. Meaning, say the city say
what are they saying?
When people are dying underwater, when people are being submerged, you could jina kwa hundi ya boy and some denya miasi, ye denya miasi say you sua fire, and now ye denya miasi say ya deng independence number 3 and as a day.
Men fakia amudo my Johnson, a sedu katia.
Ojosu.
Next time chairman of NDC now. Menkai me penny Madam by that day. National Welfare Committee chairman. Now you Thanksgiving service now a course.
Yes, mobile. This is the second of it.
This is the second of it. Say I buy be a bar or one shisha. A big bar of Gunsa, a big bar of Quampia, or they acknowledge the supreme being of the land. Now you are Mahama near this abaya. I didn't say you be Peter. Nyankopon yada na se wa bo man ho ban every last year July 1st up to July 1st fine your kase nsuo to nsuo to nsuo afa nipa within this time but Thanksgiving service na annual program aban na hihya to say we hope say after this administration any other subsequent government be over
1st July
be fa samre no ya kaye rade Serade Yadanase, Naya Srene say, I feel it anymore on my wine. That's objective behind it. I think that is a laudable idea and it's good a nation like Ghana have acknowledged God that what time a special day, a man who there, see a bomb pie at the radiasi, near catcher radis own shirayama. Me, I give myself 5 to 10 years, Ghana will be transformed. Maybe Sunny and Sarbeb. Na me be adom obepija ye man amaye man akoso na me mo me president abaso Yura John Dramani abaso wasani di anisuade hu no de hu ise se man afi bi hira ne da nyame ase enye nkranko region fo eye omode constituency ye omode district ni ade hina eye omode nti eye adepa Senya wo kan fa nsuo no.
Yes.
Wo say since 1960.
Yeah.
And no me hu bibi say you about me and na mu a all inspecting.
Yes. And why inspecting? Just going around now or share said affected people.
What I'm trying to think is, but me existed less than 2 years. There no year fa nsuo
until you're 2 years.
So yeah,
what ba na BS June 3rd last year. Na BS sensia. It's a say only ebusa.
Say ya 20 years na said this current administration.
Yeah.
I say or ye hu bibi they have released 300 million for flood issues. And let me generalize this issue to the extent say as a country we have to plan. And we have to enforce our laws in terms of building and permitting of building. So one sorry in si dan. One sorry and fa dan and as a baby in si nsuo kwan.
Sadia no problem e ma sadia ne ba. The first point of call Ghana for ne Ghana penny for. Asese mo ye hu adwuma ne say. Enkrofo na issue building permitting. Evans say you do one more chi.
Yeah, so we say problem.
Yes, if you da. Yes, you trouble. Just if you da. Acquired land to get the people to go and do due diligence. Abrawaya krado. Say yemfa assembly process. Go and look at my land. Survey and you see when you see mama kwanya na minkusi mi dan Evans mi dunya me. E kwanya be faso. Almost about 70% of buildings in this country. Do you know what happened? People go and live in their house after 5 years and they will still be chasing for their permits. It is a yandikaya my sure say and Kofoni make it sure say permit nipani basa batasa say any me pekwaya faswesi bifie monkwa hwe mamia na yenye ne smart mfama ye na nipa no se 10 city 2 city 3 city no betu amasa no ntua no onsi ne dan a anke we will be able to identify all flood prone areas. The second is how do we tackle se nana no mahemfo and the assassin ma estate developers at least 100 years 150 years no agene kwens o we are no developer no I start check kutwitwa no ye TV advert enti oba no aka kire wo say ma ye bibia wie uni problem service plot enti no mo why awese wakọ assembly akoye bibia fa kun bia wie enti kosi udan and then what we can say over high land this is here na utua say am of blocks 30 kosi udan. This is where we have come to enti seriously speaking enkofo e ka say yasam permit no and easy to get it to easy
and we have to reform them.
Fantastic. But nobody is talking about those people.
Yes, we have to reform.
Yeah, can say yes if you don't blame me and say yeah could see waterway, the people who are supposed to do it for us.
I'm happy say me who say President Mahama, the Minister of Housing, and I'm pretty more almost near El Coso. Mate say Nkrofo so cassette President Mahama say of fat pray okahe. Mr. Ankon fa him for nonkabe.
One of the problems I am Nkrofo Busane say, would you have said the same thing if Akufo-Addo was in the flight?
It's not about what Akufo-Addo in the flight.
No.
The point is, I quite bear na President Mahama emphasize now on the overview of the situation. It's simply why you can. In fact, Emwa Kra is the head of state. And it's a summer sina or person who have the general view. Or you don't call on the Minister of Housing. Na ya tenasi. I quite a so as of me. My appeal is let's have a concrete plan. Reforms are a bebuama flooding problem. No. We can do it.
Do you believe in the others say we should relocate the city?
It is not about relocating. This is the land. And when we relocate, what are we doing with this land? Meanwhile, there's a huge space underground. We can put our gutters and so forth, those things there. And we have to re-engineer the water issues of this city and this country. because enyan krankwana asasem ni si it happen other cities and many other places.
It has been happening this year crowd has been happening all over Ghana.
People
start crowd dey Mr. Takwani azim ne hwan sababo wo nyina submit.
We should have a concrete plan, paper plan say we sit down. The gutter should gutter be the ka kwan kra bandiama contract. We gutter omo consultant.
Erosion has taking places on some more places. It's so now penny assembly nankasa so was assembly one nankasa so making sure say some demarcations are made, you know, almost so try say the central government will give them the go ahead to go and construct that. It is so nankasa so bad no nam the way it or sim no ko be fear answer ko it there are some places where are flooded obekona events got anymore.
We have to be serious as a country.
As a country, yeah.
We should be able to enforce our laws.
Yinja kasa
Na kasa no yinta so kakra. Because we have politicized president not for you kakra. People are politicized.
Oh yes.
Opposition in so to your firm work can say already.
Onantia to chimney akaso wa fati chim.
Open
Sana.
Let's be serious as a country. If World Bank has given us money, why can't you utilize it? Not just utilize it. We apply it according because meaning say we can dig a hole in Sobe to Miafel. A hole and nipa be to Miafam ekrenimu. We have to involve all these things when we are planning about flooding. When you see what second.
Yeah.
That is when they were building a new huge facility. Did we factor draining issues very proper into it?
That's it. Asem we makanda.
Did you factor into risk?
Sir, what did we do differently? And so now, I don't know she was saying, who will be a banishee? I so now I call your friend say filling station when I'm conform person kind of Santa near constructed cycle. Now or dono. Abofune de sacks load a block your don. So they buy concrete to my channel. Yes. And a ton of Tifa baby. Abuka amon kanka or Tifa baby. I don't wash it. Why
be true? Yes,
and to all your side, why didn't they
affect should have compensated the victim?
Oh yes, me, I was there. I saw it. Sat down in the back room. The back room called Ebert Fak room. I could drew article. Edu Malam Junction, Namity Makati Hill, Edu Malam Junction, and you made an amateur assembly. And I class say, I was just passing around cycle and I said, although you are quite go for your city, I is shown to me from your basha concrete, some beside the other one, and I said, Ampa. But Obi can't come.
Well, 80, I think.
Yes, I could buy a Ukaka, young factors, you be drainage, I can see it done. The Kufomu ye, Yafan Kamu.
I think, sir, it's still not too late. Me, I was expecting, sir, state officers in Sonoto on the film we can redesign, we can re-engineer to make it better. And then it is not about burden. Now you're going to cry the go to a Seattle Diane. Oh yes, people are burdened in the season. And we have to look at how we have to factor drainage into our burden and our construction project because a hard way. We are Brits, we seem to be 15 grand. Nipa because of flooding. Well, and Mestre said, we will have it a second look. President Mahama have directed said the minister should release 300 million for this purpose. And not just be releasing the yes, no. What are we doing differently to stop it? Work a bebwa amasa semi anu etwa ama yenu no so yet kroma ya tenankrum because relocating the city to me will not solve the problem. Oh, okay. We have to re-engineer the city. We have to look at the fact that near my higher journey or don't want to go to some places. ABC or boat crowd with me.
Now the funny aspect in the ground say you show no turn out I didn't either fine. No, don't a market issue.
Wow.
A share man go for loose obisa ne stores in quite 18 and near me gumi in ashim. Ubi the 10 near me gumi in ashim. In sure torno Anna marketing and sushi. two troubles, one God.
I think say we have to be a bit up and doing. I'll not say see or we should be up and doing. Far technicalities involve re-engineering our cities and ensure that we improve it. We want to go to other part of the world. Oh my yeah.
Oh, me the
Yeah, the only party say.
I Cote d'Ivoire for you cry no more issues. You cry now you so flood on cry. Yes, most of them gutters in underground.
The country did underground. The no underground. Enti ya hwe se betumi aboa ama niema asesa kakra.
Now one of the things I'm person me busa engineers no so no say. Sir, I hear bi na insu to a ebegu kwa bu bebrebe sa hwa na free hin.
Say aya hwa ewo gota na spaces mu. Enti soon na boboa eba.
Because I hear what tin wo.
Nkrofo betumi dey business kra.
Sa e don so sa na etumi dey bi.
Yes, betumi dey 12 blocks.
Oh sir.
Yes.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes, betumi dey 12 blocks, betumi dey.
Heap of sand no enye easy e wo SCC kwan no so e dey call West Hills no.
Yes.
Bebre.
Betumi dey MAP.
And enu na e si drainage na o ma ye your area wo no. 2024 o mo ye drainages e wo ofi West Hills mo bakakra bi o mo ye drainage wo ho. O be ye baako ewo STC ne ayi ana o masa ye baako currently ewo atala but still agani see AC gota akakraka pa
Enti I think say ba ne say CSA ya hwea ewo environment o go test ni ade o ese eboa no na ye tumi dia ye bibi ti say blocks wo ton man go form beto ye tumi dia ye plastic ebeboa. But my concern now is we have to redesign our drainage system. We have drainage there yen waka kwan ho a ayen kitten.
Isu so intime nkwase ye yen kake no fia bi sei na we have depth na kitwa bi den sika no na yem pese ensonyen and that sika na ye project na
the old design. Enti emra ba say e bo mod say be we redesign
cuz I'm here come kakra bi ana ayen. Then people are talking about the refuse dumps. Rivers. Currently, our biggest challenge is rubber, plastic, and umniadie. We will educate the people not to put them in the gutters, but they still do it.
Do you know, say, we haven't taken care of our refuse in the city?
Yes.
We haven't made an effort.
Because, I can say, Turkey, it is a big business.
Yes. Because fan say every 20 meters and answer distance there is small we to the DVR the tomb maybe a hour or the tomb. That is why we are not having solution to it. Because until say you be mounted those rubbish dumps vantage places, the situation will continue and employ people to take them every day.
Yes.
No more do more yes. And a pebia, no more refuse dump on Akatuagu, no more the Abyssy home. The refuse dump, that blockage will stop. Because when we do that, they have designated area they are sending it to.
Yeah.
But man is near to Tugusa, Benanamsa, I think say we should act on the refuse. We are not doing anything about. I don't see anything being done about our refuse. Previous government, but they are appointing minister for sanitation. This government also have added to local government, but I think that we have to put refuse containers at advantage areas that will help solve that problem of refuse. Because when we are able to correct it, we will be able to send it to where designated places we think that it will help. But when we leave them like that and leave the general public to manage it, they will also go and dump somewhere. No, I mean, baby, not toilet car abuse you have to pipe you.
Hey,
when PS, I went to them that no, you can't do that. On my side, so more trees if you be feel. I said, far car.
Look at this.
It is actually no more the whole car and good time and some of you see.
There's a certain school at my area. Yes, a school there. May take my take, but me confirmation. I'll come and tell you when I'm with school. So, they say, obey in sort of my car, tankers and the channel. nsuo taa no wa bie ade na tum ne nam vicinity ni area yes is school iti me am pese me am di mani so wa bie ade na ma hu sa ade na ba
say nsuo a ba bia enye refuse sebi ejanan na wo dia to nsuo se enfam ko bia enye kra
ekwa he awunim se nsuo akwa se flooding se ekwa obi dem ekwa obi fie ekwa obi kitchen into woman tankers abetwe toilet no so any problem
is we haven't tackled the refuge situation. We have not gotten a collective decision and plan about how to clean our environment. Because there are other countries who have done it that we can even copy them. We can copy them.
Politicians
even there was a sanitation tax. If we think that that will help, or any other ways that we can raise money to ensure that our environment is clean, that choke gutters are also clean, that when you see the gutter inside, you are even happy. Maybe it is a door, so they be a woman I say when it
yes.
In
the
heart of the city. In the heart of the city.
Yes.
Bola na you gutters so a choke. And yes, sir, mumma yenye shisha beboa. Ama sa bola semino. And as me, I don't see say we have a problem for it. You need every part of this country. We don't have concrete approach apart from communal labor, weaker communal labor and goals. We should have a concrete approach. Because first and this government fear bamu. Now containers are you are chorus down that crab and go baby. I think that we can re-roll that program again. Say advantage places, you post to collection bees or ebe boa mo bi kra bibia nya or the betum yesi eya na nkrofo the toilet too or the toilet too it was not that's a human nature, but that shouldn't stop us from doing what is right and what will help us go forward. So let's look at it very properly.
Okay, so that is about the flooding, but the president of the policy think tank, Imani Africa, Franklin Kuju, had dismissed claims that government has delayed the implementation of the Greater Accra Resilient and Integrated Development Project, insisting that the project has instead been re-focused to private flood mitigation. On the Kotu Facebook, July 1st, Kuju said it was inaccurate to suggest that the government of Ghana or the Minister of Finance had delayed the project. According to him, the current administration reviewed the use of the remaining funds under the project after taking office from the previous government and engaged the World Bank to ensure that the money will be spent on its original purpose of protecting communities from flooding. It isn't a delay, it is a deliberate, responsible decision to make sure the money does what it was always supposed to do, offer lasting protection to communities that have suffered far too long. Kudo in his postcard given a breakdown of many drained from the World Bank's 350 million grade facility between 2019 and 2024 by the previous administration. He said 22.1 million, representing 21% of the amount, was spent on training, while 7.9 million or 7% went into constituencies. Now he added that 60.8 million, accounting for 59% of the funds, was redirected to COVID-19 related expenditure, while 1.68 million was used largely for purchases of vehicles. According to him, only 11.4 million, representing about 11% of the amount drawn, was spent on flood prevention and mitigation works. Just 11.4 million, barely 11% of the entire loan, was actually spent on flood prevention and mitigation works. Put plainly, nearly 9 million US dollars out of the 10 went to things other than protecting Ghanaians from floods. Only 1 out of every 10 was used for the project's core purpose, he stated. That is also flood in the whole sense.
The Accra Resilient Project. I think that we are allowing politics, not necessarily blind politics, to mislead the public. we channel out information which are not true.
Entirely true.
And true and not helpful to the society. Oh yeah, the program is still ongoing. The government of the day have heightened the implementation approach. And Ubanabeka said that resilient program is not going on. What do you stand? What is it about? Oh, so it is good Imani has come to confirm that the program has not stalled and the program is going on. It is a good approach and let's commend him for that. But the program is going on. President Mahama has not stopped any viable program of this of previous administration, except what's the name, Agenda 111, which I think the government then did not look into it. Say automatic, every district has to have a hospital. Some of the districts have a nearer areas that they can access a hospital within the same vicinity that is not necessarily going by that way. So some of which are programs that we think that continued implementation will not help the economy or will not help the state at any way. So therefore some of which are not being attention. But major program to say road project or northern and Saka deliberated because you know it's going to opposition or then in Saka Mobia Kase, why Jumanti. All of them are going on. And at the fastest pace, to the extent that Minister Nipana Wonyaya, he will terminate your appointment. That is government for you. And we don't have to just come out and be condemning the activity of the government.
The managing editor of the Inside newspaper, Kwesi Pratt Jr., has criticized President John Dramani Mahama's decision to inspect flood-hit areas in Accra from a helicopter following Monday's June 29 heavy rains. According to him, although the president's visit showed concern for victims, it would have been more meaningful if he had visited the affected communities on foot to interact directly with residents. Now, Pratt argued that a helicopter tour could not provide practical solution to the country's flooding problem. Yesterday, 2 days ago, the president decided to go on a helicopter trip around the flooded areas to assess the damage. Now, I know the president to be a historian and a journalist. His trip is not likely to produce a scientific outcome. This helicopter trip is not likely to produce a scientific outcome for the problem that the people of this country are confronted with. He stated that President Mahama could have better demonstrated empathy by visiting victims in person rather than observing situation from the air.
Let me come in here. The situation all across the country and they see this big city and I'm paying na papa between the call community by community.
You can't go.
Yeah, you can't go if you. But the point is, I think that when you look at it from that angle, they see a holistic view of it, so that they can develop engineering program to address the issue. Oh, you look at it from that angle. But okay, say uncle community. Why of course our community? How can you see the root of the flooding? And for the Suniba, at your cost. You know, Kwesi Pratt, me I mean, pardon, but wait, yes, Rokakra. Yes, Rokaka, Chiro Costo Nawage, no one who quiet Faswa, ya, a bee. But who can say, on for Fuma? A bed in Kakra. A bed in Kakra. So that one day, Miss Reno, on Twinsan Kakra, on Twinsan Kakra now. Yes, I'm not my president in India.
But are you of the view, sir, as I said, your state of emergency or minimum because of this?
Oh no, this does not call for state of emergency.
Okay.
What it calls for a proactive actions that we look at it, not leave it and say next year again. We make budget on it, develop areas that we saw on the helicopter. I believe there will be a video of it that we go over and look at it and take a concrete decision, engineering, technically decisions about that, and develop drainage that will help address the problem once and for all. Rather than say, Becca said, ye dear to one a cheer samba, it will not be of a help. Emwa.
Yes, your mind, my idea. Inflation rise, cost of Kakra. Foodstuffs, up to Jadimu. Transportation idea, because of insurance and credits, you see, I bet now, whether you like it or not, or say traffic in tea. And never be a fro car. Normally, a GA. A friend is saying 13 cities. Now the bar or say for the past 2 weeks or see 15 cities. na baby abcbia or just 15 cedi no. Eventually we drove through baby and almost say a year traffic prone areas in and we didn't experience any traffic. Eventually that's why I didn't see that.
Oh, I did about but no says Sasuban a beckofon. I did about point, ye mubin Ghana for yes, and said we take advantage of
everything.
May say that day no na me call Capos can increase it by 20 cities. Ye beside say, Jem Cranny because in Sierra Irinti. And yet the piano will be a bit to me than the car to can. And if you take commercial, exploiting ourselves. And I think that government transport system should be heightened.
Pow!
Should be heightened. Say,
sector no
yes, because the only alternative that the public person, the private person can rely on is state transport. And state transport mostly not of profit making but break even. That he know that he can pay his fuel and do this and that. He will not worry himself. So I think that we have to reinvigorate the public transport system and ensure, say, they don't take our people for granted. And ensure toy government buses in them. Exporting for now buses.
Now buses they back and by 4 p.m. When we get democracy and you 9. No, what boom
as if say nothing goes on in this country. You see, as if say Nema and yes, I buy back on a chum corner no way. But it shouldn't be in our tent. Say when it's evening, prices have to be increased. I don't know how inflation is near the August. So prices of goods and services has to be increased by 4 because there is natural disaster, unexpected occurrences in it. And say fair, say increase automatically. If you don't take care of that, increase quite na cow.
I be cow as I get here. If no money at here, biane foodstuffs are na first you told 2 cedi, ne 1 cedi, and 5 cedi, and then chichi koko moko 5 cedi because of COVID era. Akaho, Gary and here told 6 cedi and 30 cedi. Akaho. Why are we doing this to ourselves?
Serious. I think say something has been to be done about it. Those areas like transportation issues, it's an obi frame water crowd, no can answer me say railway line that home is still not yet the cars near the chip box site. Because of somebody's selfish interest. It's young person able to me address the railway issue. Amasa a how I know to me a trap. You see, I think that we have a huge transportational problem in this country. You rose the Yamiantum, Yura Mahama Bai, or Yebi Biafa, Rose no said Nima Abbey. But issue of transportation at hectic times are I said Nipa Kofi and in a Busia Christian. Let's introduce rapid busing system. Say you revia. What Brian Becker said, Nipano Achokun.
After medium see, we buy on brew. Use those buses 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the morning. It will for in our question. 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Obiabe Sankofi. Oh, you should within that period of the week. You will see the way the private transport business on when you prepare. And yet now to be catch on say, but you know about it. Now what to say? Mama buy ultimatum 2 weeks ultimatum say. If I buy anya bibi, I walk roads. Anya bibi and fat deplorable roads are a walk room hasia of mine more. Ombe then, increase transport first. It come out one do just on buy any given chance be a petrol car, increase. Are you car?
Mama, I buy way
2 weeks, but making kind show. Never so cool. Well, because say and to a one of say I quite know also more you say if you hear. Or see, dated July 1st, 2026, the Alliance of Transport Operators, comprising the Alliance Drivers of Ghana, Cooperative Drivers Unions, and a Portois, is deeply concerned about the worsening condition of roads across the country, particularly the highways from Accra to Mankasim, Accra to Kumasi, Kumasi to Wa, Accra to Aflao, and other major routes linking regional capitals. The deplorable state of these roads causes commercial drivers to spend long hours in traffic and navigating damaged road surfaces. This has significantly increased fuel consumption, vehicle maintenance costs, tire wear, and travel time, making the transport business less profitable and placing an unnecessary burden on both drivers and passengers. Traveling time has doubled due to bad roads. Operating costs continue to rise while drivers struggle to provide affordable services to the public. Poor roads also expose passengers and motorists to unnecessary accident and security risks. The Alliance of Transport Operators is therefore giving the government of Ghana 2-week ultimatum to begin immediate rehabilitation and maintenance of these critical roads. We believe prompt action will improve road safety, reduce travel time, lower transportation operation costs, and strengthen economic activities of this country. Should the government fail to take concrete action within the 2-week period, the Alliance of Travel Cooperatives will have no option but to park our vehicles, increase transport fares by 20%, or embark on unlawful industrial action to register our dissatisfaction with the continued neglect of nation's road infrastructure and growing hardship facing transport operators. It is a say,
my memory Moses, said the group have not been fair to Ghana, they have not been fair to this government. Aban we buy and acquire air possible.
Wabubo Kronu, Mankasim. To Accra.
Accra to Cape Coast, Accra to Takrade. See, I make a machine go so here. They are asphalting certain places, they are doubling the places. Cape Coast, Accra to Kumasi. The government and communities, the government is working on roads only 1.5 years. Are they being politicking because somebody has been in government for 8 years? No, the point is no. It's not about time frame.
We have voted the people out.
Assembly or what? Put it into proper context. Put it into proper context.
It will tell me 4 years.
I am saying that. Put it into proper context. Obia be transfer for 8 years. And this problem that you are referring to, if you should have been responsible, this thing will have not existed.
So we voted them out.
You should have demonstrated at the time. Did you? No. Did you demonstrate against them?
So they voted them out.
The point is, despite they voted, they didn't demonstrate. Now you give government 2 weeks. I am coming. Excuse me to use word. Yeah. A well-meaning Ghanaian. Yeah, the 2 weeks. Yeah, pie money. Yeah, the 2 weeks. Yeah, pie money. A well-meaning Ghanaian. Wow. What was our brother? What can say some? What discusses our meeting? Say some ya okay. Hey, some papa. Sabi, I told Sabi, nyansa wom. So be ma ban say, yemfa 2 weeks enfa nya akwan yina. Wa bro bia besia ko 8 years. O declare rules of road whatever it is. Akwaya wo ka story wo kai. Eno ne da hoyi. Ba hwe efi akra ekota pade. Machine siguso. Efi akra ekokumase. Ko tumu ene ne ekeka northern part of the country. Look at how roads construction is going. Yes, Reno. We have admitted his consent, but he should give a proper time, a time frame before his demonstration. I can even bet you should give about 1 year. By the mid of next year,
1 year now, increase first now.
No, why should he increase first?
Also,
what is the quan? No,
1 year.
Let me tell you something. And you claim me be who claiming a chess irrelevant. Asema, and ya Symbian, I would do no can. As I said, Sebi, a yasema efeta. A no cre, sa quani, babanu gusua, oh ye. That doesn't cause say we have to increase transportation fees. No. Near I was expecting him say he will commend the government and encourage the government to facilitate the program. I just watched the Minister of Roads was telling the contractor that if hadn't been has given mobilization, we have terminated his contract because the work is not going on. That's what is called responsible governance. That's what is called responsible governance. So the government is on its toe, making sure that things are done and done proper. Who may John say tier 2 fame, you be called industrial action. Yeah, the 2 is here quite. The concern raised is vital and admissible. But work are on the way going on. A juma course of power. Into a sereno. Munya botre near my bay afima contem. Ghana quine, especially from Takrady to Accra, Kumasi to Accra and other places. Nina bedaso enye butim eye quota like asphalt. San Abani said he's prepared to pay any contractor be a manage money because he has money for that project. And I think it's a laudable idea, and let's encourage the government to do well. Issue of inflationary era. I think that is common in government. We have been able to stabilize the economy, bring the inflation down, and it's trying to raise up. I think that the engineers, the managers of the economy have seen it. They will look at how we can help bring the inflation back again. But so far, over 1 year, price of goods and services has not go up drastically. It is not significant. Fuel cross samba form and now web market price. Fuel samba form. That's what we call leadership and governance. There are things that the government is on its toe, is doing the best to ensure that the right thing has been done for the people of Ghana.
Happens here. Nah. Yes, sorry, so. Nah. School placement, you know. When is it starting?
Now, by next 2 months or so, it will be start.
So, some make school September now.
Yes. I buy.
August.
Yes, August. Results will be by the end of July, and we have even tried starting sensitization about how to sell it to school.
Because that's why a new start format be conform with
yeah, it will come out. We have having internal training. It will come out for the general public to know how many schools you can sell it, what you can do, and what you can't do. I think that is it. And we are doing all that. The government of the doing all that he can to make sure that 3 SHS become better than it was. I'm happy to say Diania Semidi, it is the things of the past. Diania Semidi, Obi Kebia for Ghana by and I mean, so saying, Chia, the 3 SHS national coordinator, and San Odini Bedi, Menya Kuli coordinator.